Look there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey, it's Jackie, bro.
This is Dunlap. We got to talk about Syria, Jackie. It's important. Probably nothing more pressing than this. Why is it so hot in here?
Hey, the central air's out in the store. And, of course, we in the basement here, and there ain't but a little hole window up in the corner.
You open that up. It opens right out on the highway. You're going to hear all that traffic. I don't give a shit.
Hey,
it is hot.
You ain't got to
sweat. Why we got to do this down here? It's hot.
That's where it's set up to do it. You come down here, you got this thing down here. I ain't going to do it upstairs.
Oh, my God. I'm sweating right through his shirt.
Well.
My flag shirt.
A little heat. I work in the kitchen all day. Don't bother me none. I sitting right over.
You roll your sleeves up or something. You
stove, skillet, all of it.
Sweltering me.
Yeah.
Choking me.
And I'm just used to it.
Used to it. Something's wrong with your nervous system.
I opened that little window up over there. That's enough. I feel air coming in.
It's a fan. Can't we turn this fan on?
I didn't get too much racket. I ain't going to turn that fan on.
You worry about the electric bill? We got a little bitty fan, box fan.
Well, all adds up.
Cheap and cannot process heat and cold.
It's my business. I know how to run it. I got a certain.
I'm going to have a heat stroke. I'm going to pass out.
Well,
and you're going to have to carry me up them steps.
I ain't carrying up nowhere.
You going to leave me down here?
It ain't your fault. You be fine.
First thing
it ain't
you do
that damn hot, good Lord.
When somebody has a heat stroke is you carry them up the stairs and get them some ice cream.
What?
That's what doctors say.
Oh, hell.
Leave a heat stroke victim down in
you
the
ain't going to have no heat stroke.
Basement.
Yes,
I'm confused. I don't know what words are which.
What?
I'm angry.
You like that?
Shut up.
Hey, you like that all the time. Don't matter what degree it is.
That's kind of true.
Yeah.
Whew. Sure is hot.
We got a lot to talk about.
We got to talk about Syria.
Yeah, war.
Important, very important. Everybody in America has to come to terms with these life and death and socio-political. Oh, it's fair time.
Oh, right here. That's our sponsor. Yeah, Murfreesboro Fair. Yeah.
It's hard down here in this basement, in this oppressive heat that I'm being forced to suffer through.
You can leave any time you want. You ain't got to sit down here. I'll turn this off. This will be this week's right here. And thank you very much. Kindly ask out.
That would be a podcast you would be proud to have your name on. Me talking about the heat for 2 minutes.
I ain't proud to have my name on any of this. What does it matter how long, short it is? Ain't nobody listening to this.
They ain't going to hear all that traffic. You going to hear me pass out, hit the floor.
Well,
in this heat, it's hard to picture the fact that it's almost fair time to smell that first sniff of autumn in your nose that you feel when you go down to the Murfreesboro City Fair. But it's back again. It's September, people.
Always a good time, yeah. Murfreesboro Fair, I always at least spend a half a day down there.
You never spend a whole day down there?
Well, I won't spend a whole day anywhere, I don't guess.
I know it's hard to get into the mind of the fair time, to get into fair time mind.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could see the sweat on the small of my back, you'd go, well, the fair's 2-3 months away. But it ain't. It's here. Murfreesboro City Fair. We're going to have such a great time. They have so many great events at the Murfreesboro City Fair. There's animals. I know you like animals.
Oh,
Jackie.
yeah. Actually, usually half a day I do spend is looking at animals, yeah.
They got animals in cages, in pens.
On ropes.
Chained up.
Yeah.
Kind of in enclosed spaces where they just kind of barricade them like under the stairs.
Yeah.
All sorts of animals to look at.
Yeah, you look
experience.
At them. Yeah.
They got 4-H clubs winning prizes and churning butter.
Oh, yeah.
They got pet a cow. You can do just about anything, any kind of animal.
Oh, yeah.
They got down there. There's a llama.
Yeah, I always bring up a llama, too, yeah.
I remember Murfreesboro City Fair 1978. That was their whole slogan. Murfreesboro City Fair, there's a llama.
Yeah. That's a big deal back in.
First time I ever seen a llama.
Yeah.
Now, every year, they bring that llama back.
Well, everybody used to it now, but still nice to see you once a year.
Yeah, they usually keep him chained up by the Pepsi machine, by the announcer's booth.
Yeah, you go over there and get your soda, look at that llama, yeah.
And if you listen when the announcers are doing the play-by-play on the fair, because the local radio station here in Murfreesboro they're at the fair the whole week.
Oh, yeah.
Just talking about what they're seeing.
There's some people up in age where, like, my wife, Miss Bro, she can't go. When I head down there, I just turn on the radio, local radio station, and she just, you could listen to it, too, yeah.
I remember that year they talked to you on the radio, and you were so excited. You go, well, she heard me. She's going to be so excited. To be like I'm a celebrity.
Oh, I didn't say that.
She couldn't really. It was just after her stroke, and it didn't mean anything to her.
Well, you try, you still.
You got to try.
To this day, I don't know, but, every day you still.
Got to try. That's romantic.
Well, for better for worse.
They got so many great things at the Murfreesboro City Fair. That's their slogan this year, so many great things.
Yeah.
They got frog holding. They got cookie throating.
Owl boxing.
Owl boxing. Wait, is that owl boxing like two owls fighting each other or like putting an owl in a box?
Well, both, yeah.
Oh.
Both, yeah.
Because I remember the first year people thought it was going to be owls boxing each other.
Well, that's the reason they're having it this year because so many people were disappointed. You have a contest how fast you put an owl in a box.
Which is
box it up, which is good.
That's good.
But people were expecting otherwise. So last year he got both of them same place. So everybody be happy pretty much. If you got an owl, you do both with it. Yeah.
Did he get that owl from Birdman?
I don't know, but probably. I think most people around these parts. And Birdman, Dr. Birdman, that is. They remember now.
Well, I refuse to call him.
Well, it's Dr. Birdman. He doesn't have because to be at the fair, you got to have permits, something like that. I don't know. Got to go courthouse. I don't know what you have to go through. Rigmarole,
because he's a felon and on the
run.
That
ain't true at all. He's on the go, and it's hard to pin him down where he's going to be. But I think between noon and 3-ish is what he said, somewhere around that, he'll be circling around. And, of course, you can't miss a Dr. Birdman truck, just feather flying. You see that. Just wave him down because they got a deal right now. He got a special on. It's the end of the summer inoculations. So get your bird, get inoculated.
What?
Just all of it, I guess. You catch everything these days.
So it's just sort of a catch-all inoculation.
Well,
sort of a
just
generic.
Take care of it. You get that one shot, it's over with. He'll take care of it. But he'll be just wave him down. Because like I said, you can't miss that truck, big flatbed truck, and just every kind of bird
full of birds.
Yeah, just it'll be circling the fair around the square, up around the courthouse. So yeah, just wave him down. So he will be there.
Roads.
I'm not allowed to say that he's going to have a booth or is a participant of Murfreesboro Fair, but you'll see him right beside it. So yeah, look for old Dr. Birdman, summertime inoculations. Yeah.
But that's not the only person that will not officially be at the fair.
Wow.
We also, Coley's Snack Food is having their popular dunk booth.
That's a dunk. Now, last year, what was it? They had, it's like a baptismal pool.
Yeah, the dunking booth is set up where you throw little balls with the picture of Jesus' face on them.
Yeah.
And you hit that red thing, and the person goes in the baptismal pool. Yeah, it's Coley's, because they're a good Christian company.
Great Christian. Coley's Snack Food, delicious snack food on top of it, regardless of your denomination.
Started out with the Bible page in every bag, and they've just sort of spread out into the Christian commerce.
Yeah,
and,
there's Coley's Christian Cinemas.
Coley's Christian
Theater.
Cinemas, and that theme park they opened, that didn't last too long.
That didn't. Well, yeah, I don't know why you brought that up. I didn't.
But Coleyland was, it was, I went. I was there when them people died, but it was.
I ain't no reason to talk about it. It was good intentions. Everything about that was good intentions.
It was great. I don't know what they
Ride
built
the
it
Bible.
out of.
That's what it said. Ride Coley's, ride the Bible. All sorts of rides.
I don't know what they built Coleyland out of, but it went up like that.
It just, it wasn't their fault. They invested in, it's just one of those things.
Just one of those things that happened. But I was a kid, and I was right at the right age when a Roaring Inferno and There were thousands of people there, and most of us were lucky to escape
Everybody,
our lives.
Yeah, a few people didn't. But anyway, ain't no reason to bring that up. That's beside the point. That's years ago. Now they got that
the dunk booth,
baptismal pool,
you throw the Jesus ball at the thing. Last year,
the Muslims
they got into a little bit of trouble. They say what they realized was Muslims eat chips.
They quit doing that this year because I don't think it was real Muslims. I think it was Mexican people. They
went down to Home Depot and got some people in the truck, and they put a turban on them. They're like, they didn't say dunk a Muslim. They
would save a Muslim. The intentions, again, always good out of Kohler sentiments. Sometimes it's controversial.
But, going on with the stuff about the mosque here, it was just kind of bad timing
It's like you get an opportunity to baptize them over and over and over again. It's going to sink in eventually if you got a good pitching arm.
Yeah, you got to do it a few times. But they're not going into that sort of offensive, inflammatory territory. They
learned a lesson. They don't want to make again, the intention was good, but this year they ain't doing that. They ain't going to have no Muslims
they got
baptized.
Demons and prisoners.
Yeah.
It depends on what time you come over there. They got people dressed up like a demon. You hit the thing with the Jesus ball. They go in the baptismal pool. That demon makeup washes right off. They come out.
Saved, yeah.
Singing.
Whole clean, yeah.
Love lifted me.
Yeah.
Or possibly a prisoner. And these are real prisoners that...
they work for Kohler's.
Work relief.
Well, they volunteer to do this sort of work, plus it gets them out of there for a day.
Yeah, so, it's still pretty warm, especially here in this basement, but just in Murfreesboro in general, and I'm sure a prisoner don't mind a dip in a baptismal pool, whether they love Satan or they love Jesus.
Wow.
But you dunk a prisoner, no matter what they did enough times, maybe it'll get through to them.
Yeah.
Hopefully they didn't do something to you. That would be awkward, like if they
you'd want to do if somebody did something to me horrible like a prisoner does, I'd want to do more than just dunk them in the water.
Jesus would say turn the other
cheek. That's true, yeah. Well,
so I guess you forgot what Jesus said.
Well,
but we're supposed to be more like Jesus.
Everybody is, yeah. We all working toward it. We can't all the time. We all sinners, though. So I mean,
a lot of time to think about this as you're walking among the game booths
and gives prisoners something to think about while they sitting up there. Every time they fall in that water, like I said, it may get, if you got a good pitching arm, may get through to them.
Well, here's
good fun for you and good for them and everybody. So yeah, Kohler's.
It says a Gunsonic girl will be on her roller skates with a tray of display guns, not real guns, just an advertising thing. But everybody loves the Gunsonic girl and seeing her in her little American Graffiti outfit.
Yeah.
Rolling around with a tray full of fake guns. That's a Gunsonic girl. Look for her.
Well, they guess she had that Groupons or something like that.
Oh, yeah. They're handing out the Groupon. Well, you have to sign up online for a Groupon.
Well, yeah.
So it can't be a Groupon.
It's something like it.
That's what it says here, but they spell Groupon with 2 O's. So
that may be something new. I don't know what it is.
So the Gunsonics girl's going to be handing out Groupons. We don't know what that is, and it's spelled with 2 O's.
Yeah, we're finding out. Go down there and see.
Wet breads. It's going to be
free samples,
there.
yeah.
Free samples. Just, you know what they should do is that the wet bread booth, the wet bread tank that they had took out of there when they went back to basics, there's got to be something they can fill that up with.
I think that's what I think that's what Kohler's is using. They gave it to them.
Oh, so they painted like a lamb and a cross on it, and
something
they're calling
like that,
it a baptismal pool. And you dunk the prisoner, he goes into the baptismal pool / former wet bread stank.
Former, it ain't that. I don't know if that's true. That's what I heard. Because I asked him, after what happened, and I had to get rid of that, wet bread's tank. I asked him what he did with it, and he mentioned Kohler. So I don't know if that's what he sold. See, I think that's what they're doing with it, yeah.
Well, that's, Kohler's is pretty good at buying other people's,
well, they bought that movie theater, too.
Yeah, just the stuff when people say, you know what, this is a bad idea and it's not working, here comes Kohler's to snap it up, turn it into a moneymaker.
Do something with it, yeah. I mean, it didn't work out with the Ride the Bible land, but but everything else.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. The cat food.
Yeah.
Are they still making that?
I think so, yeah.
Even after what happened? Wizard Beards is going to be there. They're handing out free samples of their brownies if you are 21 and over.
You talk about how you got to get a permit or something. I don't know how anybody in the courthouse gave Wizard Beards a permit to be a part of the Murfreesboro Fair. That's college doing. That's them signing some petition or something because I wouldn't have it there. Fair is supposed to be kids for children, everybody.
Wizard Beards is Murfreesboro's premier head shop, Jackie. Why would they not have a place?
They don't. It's a family affair. It ain't no drug hippie thing. It's everybody, like Dunkin' people and free wet bread, all that stuff. That's,
Well, Wizard Beards fits in there as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I know
you get a taste of this brownie, it's going to make the whole rest of the fair more bearable. And there is a free strand of beard in every Wizard Beard brownie.
What?
Magical, Jackie.
That's something cold or something. I don't know what you're talking about.
If you eat enough of them brownies, you ain't going to mind all the hair.
Well.
And don't forget also that the Murfreesboro Play Actors Club.
Oh, yeah, they doing this is one of the few things I enjoy. Sometimes I have to go see something because a friend of mine's niece, nephew, whatever, doing something, Murfreesboro Play Actors. But they do, it's a Red Skelton review, and it's good. I tell you, that's one of the, because, Red Skelton, bless his soul, I thought he was one of the better, just good entertainers, being a clown cleaning up, whatever it was he used to do. And, he was just him back in the day, and now there's 4 or 5 of them, all the actors, Play Actors Club, dressed up like that, just sad.
Just a bunch of them.
Yeah, and all doing that stuff at the same time. You got to see it to believe it.
When it's funny, it's real funny, and when it's sad, it's even sadder.
Yeah.
Because so many of them. And they have the clown janitor.
I think wasn't that what he did? The clown, Red Skelton, he's always sweeping up or something.
He was a little before my time.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he did it, but they do it.
Now, who's the one before him? Emmett Kelly?
Emmett Kelly was another
he was the first,
clown.
But he was the original janitor clown, hobo clown, whatever.
Well, a hobo ain't the same thing.
Well, a hobo get a job as a janitor for a little while. I remember seeing Emmett Kelly cleaning something up. Emptying wastebasket or something, and then not that Red Skelton ripped him off, but anyway, just clown, sad, miserable, sad face cleaning stuff up. Always funny.
Makes it sadder.
Well, yeah, but funny too. It's funny.
Why would you give a clown a job as a janitor?
I don't know.
I mean, if you show up dressed as a clown, fill out a resume or something, it ain't going.
That ain't going. But even if you just filled it out regular and then showed up to work first day dressed like that, still somebody.
No, they wouldn't let you.
No.
Do that. Receptionists probably know if somebody shows up with a clown. That's on their list of people. Call security immediately. Somebody shows up like that is a clown.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. Being a clown is a job. Why would you need
another
job?
one? I don't know.
If I work at Walmart and I work at Shoney's,
you don't wear
two different uniforms.
Yeah.
2 different outfits.
It's funny. I don't understand. We're putting too much thought into it. You're just supposed to enjoy the show.
Yeah, it's just a fair.
But
Murfreesboro City Fair.
It's fun to think about things like that for a little while till you realize it don't make
sense.
It don't make no sense.
TT Slot gonna be there.
Oh hell! She ain't got no permit.
She does too, Jackie. She is leaning forward. She is a leader. She is a female Murfreesboro business leader, Jackie.
How does Wizard Beards and TT Slot get a permit to be a part of the fair, and Dr. Birdman, who's a doctor, mind you, as well as, wildlife expert as far as birds concerned, denied. It don't make any sense to me. That's what's happening in this world.
I'm no
Obama,
fan.
Everything else, this world's falling apart.
I'm no fan of Birdman, but I will say, in Obama's America, you can sell a pipe. You can be a former prostitute. Right. You cannot buy and sell birds, exotic birds.
That ain't my America. That ain't what I brought up in. Y'all just run it in the ground.
So TT, she's making a fortune with her slot juice. So she's got to have slot juice there in all the flavors: grape, apple, pink and clear. It's fall, fair time. Get that autumn up, She's gonna have slot cider. There's stuff floating in it, so it's good. It's in all them reusable, environment-friendly jars from wash jars.
Oh.
And she's also dressed up like a fortune teller. So she'll do a little palm reading, let you know what your future's going to be like. And I tell you what, if you stand that close to TT Slot and she holding your hand, your future is hard as hell.
All right.
Oh, TT Slot.
Enough.
Also drop you kids off there. She'll watch kids do some fair daycare, fair care.
Give her a
but
damn.
she will not, and she wanted me to stress this, she will not do any prostitute business.
All right. She better not at the fair. How did she get a permit? Dr. Birdman having to drive around in circles.
Murfreesboro City Council told her, we're proud of you turning your life around, being a former prostitute.
All right.
But you have to make it clear, because we don't want those people even coming to the fair thinking they're going to get the TT Slot special. So I have to say, TT Slot is not prepared. She's prepared to sell you some juice, some slot juice. She's prepared to sell you some slot cider.
Right.
She'll read your fortune. She'll watch your kids. She will not give you a hand job, a blow job.
Hey.
She will not stick her finger in your ass.
All right. Not enough. We're doing a sponsor of the fair. I'm not going to listen to this. Fair for everybody. It's a family event. Murfreesboro Fair for family. Now watch your damn mouth.
Murfreesboro City Council told her to specify that she is not a prostitute. She give me this list.
I don't want you reading no prostitute list on here.
The only thing that is still legal and that she will still do is just you give her $5, she'll bend over 5 minutes.
All right.
That's it.
That's it. You're
right. Nothing comes out. Nobody touches anybody.
Enough. I ain't going to listen to this.
It's called the I Dropped My Glasses
All right.
special. And that's it. And that's not even sexual, really. It's just kind of like a game.
Enough.
A fun game.
All right. There's other games you can play at the Murfreesboro Fair, and that ain't one any family should play.
No, you can play throw the ring on a bottle. You can pop a balloon.
All those games.
Squirt a clown in the mouth.
And the Glory Shelf, all the prizes for all the different fair games, Glory Shelf has donated just hundreds and hundreds of pictures of Jesus.
Yeah, you can get the prizes at this year's at the fair walk, prize walk. What do you call that? Where the place where all the games are, the carnival walk, fair walk.
I guess it's all walk. Fair to me. You
can get one of them great pictures of Jesus that Ted and Ralph from the Glory Shelf have donated, or a Smurf.
Yeah.
So when you squirt the clown in the mouth and the balloon blows up, and you the fastest, and you say, I will take, and you get a choice. Picture Jesus or Smurf.
Well,
big stuffed Smurf.
I know what most people should pick, I think.
But they ain't going to judge you. Maybe you got plenty of pictures of Jesus. Maybe they ain't space on a wall for one more picture of Jesus.
Yeah, you can have 100 million pictures of Jesus, and he still ain't got no use for a Smurf, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, maybe you got a grandkid or something going to get Smurf.
Maybe grandkid need a picture of Jesus more than a Smurf.
I tell you, ain't no kid want a picture of Jesus.
Well,
you get the churchiest kid in the world, ain't gonna hang a picture. These are them old-timey looking pictures. I'm not running down the Glory Shelf.
I said hundreds and all different kinds of pictures of Jesus. They got the kind where the eyes, the moves, two different faces, up and down, where you look up at heaven and then down sad because they killed him.
Happy heaven. I call it happy heaven, sad hell.
Well, yeah, that's
Jesus' eyes.
Yeah.
They got that one. They got the one where he's footprints on the beach.
My favorite's him, all the animals. That's my favorite one. I got that one up in the store, and I got one at home.
And they got the surfing Jesus, hang 10, bro.
What? You making that? They ain't got no surfing Jesus.
No, you know how they got them pictures of Jesus, like, if you like surfing, it's like Jesus is surfing right there with you.
Well,
I mean, because that's true, right? If you're a Christian surfer, Jesus would be right there.
I guess.
So he's wearing, like, some jams and a
I don't surf. I don't mean nothing to me.
No, well, for you it'd be like
who surfs in Murfreesboro? Don't nobody surf here.
I think this is just them unloading some unpopular merchandise. But most of the pictures, them old-fashioned ones, look like they'd be in John Travolta's family's kitchen in Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
Like you take them off the wall, and the wall's a different color in that spot where the picture was hanging.
If it's a picture of Jesus surfing or not, it's still better than a Smurf, as far as I'm concerned.
These are big-ass Smurfs. Big-ass stuffed Smurf. I don't know who provided the Smurfs, but it wasn't a glory shelf.
No.
They got Smurfs with Bibles, but they are off model and from Mexico.
They ain't giving you got to go to the store and buy them.
Yeah, they ain't giving that away.
No.
Those are a big ticket item.
Yeah.
Brainy Smurf. What they did, some factory in Mexico just took the stuffed Brainy Smurf where he'd got a book under his arm, and they just painted a cross on it. They just Brainy Smurf with the Bible.
They made it better as far as I'm concerned. Whoever thought of that, good for them. Smurf need Bible learning like everybody else does. Everybody need to read the Bible a little bit.
Smurf live on a communist. Smurf is communist as far as I'm concerned.
Well, smart Smurf, that's the one who would be looking into the Bible first, and maybe he'd witness to a few of them, get them out of that behavior.
Spells, they got one woman there, like they got like a damn held hostage, like a Joy Division or something.
Right.
Not the band.
I don't talk about Smurfs.
And don't forget every evening the Murfreesboro City Fair concert series, everybody. There's our Murfreesboro's very own bluegrass band, Flubber Packers, is going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
They got 2 mandolins in that band. That's claim to fame, Flubber Packers. And then they got the woodwind section from the Oakland High School band.
Oh, yeah.
And then they got Jeannie C. Riley.
Yeah.
Is she still alive?
It's on the list. I don't know.
I smudged it. I spilled one of my Oreo shakes on it. It's either Jeannie C. Riley or Jeannie C. Riley's daughter. I can't tell if this word is daughter or dead. So it's either Jeannie C. Riley or Jeannie C. Riley's daughter. If Jeannie C. Riley is still alive, I bet she's going to be there, maybe with daughter in tow.
Yeah.
If Jeannie C. Riley is dead, probably it's just her daughter. Either way, it's going to be a fun show.
It'll be a good time. Everybody had good music. I like listening. That's mandolin, all that stuff. That's good. So, yeah.
And
get
food,
down.
booze, get anything fried you want to. That's American technology. Get a fried Twinkie, fried Oreo, fried Kool-Aid and Coke, Jackie.
Well,
you ever heard of such a thing?
Good.
Now they're frying, last year they were frying up soap.
Yeah.
They fried a gun. They fry anything.
They just doing it for show, but still it's something to see, yeah.
Yeah, now they're just showing off. You can't eat it. You can't eat fried soap.
You can't eat no fried soap. Anybody do that, yeah.
But it was cool.
Yeah, like I said, for show how it's done. You know how to fry something good. You can fry just about anything, yeah.
That's Murfreesboro City Fair. Nothing says fall like Murfreesboro City Fair. We want everybody. They give us $25 this week to sponsor this podcast. And I don't think it's kind of a waste because everybody knows Murfreesboro City Fair.
Everybody know I'll be down there for about a good half a day, have a good time.
I'll be there.
We get a Coke by the llama. I always do that.
What?
You get a Coke by the llama.
Oh, by the llama.
Yeah. He's chained up over by the machine.
Oh, that's right, and he'll lick the side of the can.
Yeah.
He's thirsty, too. I don't think they take care of that llama.
But that's what, you
he'll lick that condensation off the side of the
Coke,
can.
Hold up that llama. He'll lick on it 2 or 3 times. It's a good time.
It's Pepsi machine, though, Jackie.
Well, Coke, cold drink, whatever you want to call it.
Murfreesboro City Fair. Autumn time in Tennessee. Come to the Murfreesboro City Fair, win you a picture of Jesus, dunk a demon, get inoculated, have TT Slot bend over for 5 minutes.
All right.
Anything you want.
Enough.
Is at the Murfreesboro City Fair. That's our sponsor for this week. I can't wait to go, Jackie.
Well,
if I win a Smurf, I'll paint a cross on it and give it to you.
All right. That's the only way I take it.
Should we talk about Syria now?
Well,
it's serious business.
Everybody's
got a decision to make. Did you see that picture of that eagle flying that window at Oral Roberts University?
Oh, good Lord. You're the one that showed it to me on the computer.
Don't bring an animal into a church.
I don't see no point in it. There's something else I saw on the computer, and I know you can't see it on what we're doing here at Parkist. You got to go on and look on it. Where'd you see it?
Oral Roberts. Go on YouTube, and they let an eagle loose in the Oral Roberts University big church auditorium, and it's flying around. I guess it's part of a show.
Chapel,
yeah, church. And I guess everybody's going USA, USA, and that eagle swooping pretty close to the weird heads of those Oral Roberts University people, and then smack right into a window.
They had some man up there, supposed to trainer. He was all planned out, and then And first off, eagle's all right. Bald eagle's all right.
Is it all right?
Yeah, I think it. I read that somewhere.
I should have checked on that.
Yeah,
I guess it didn't affect my enthusiasm for this story.
It just knocked the hell out of it. It flew in the window and hit the ground. But whoever they got doing their bird trainer, I could introduce them. Somebody would have that. First off, you shouldn't have it in there, but you just got to have. Churches nowadays just more show than preaching. That's just what it is now. And so be it if it gets through.
I'm glad that eagle flew into a window, because if not, every church in America would be like, well, we got to get us an eagle.
Well, that's how it starts. Somebody does that, so it's at least as good that happened, But if they wanted something, Dr. Birdman, I know that's on his route when he's heading down that area.
Or Roberts University.
Well, he drive past there. He told me to. I just said,
How'd that come up in conversation exactly? Just like, I
drove
past the other
asked
day?
him, where's Ben? How you been? I don't see him. He
said that was something he pointed out. I drove past Oral Roberts University.
Yeah, sure, he mentioned it, but.
He's a religious man then.
Well, not necessarily. It's just, it's just location.
Or a soldier of fortune.
Just whatever it is. I mean, he just went out there. But anyway, if you're going to have somebody do any kind of bird thing, I don't see why I wouldn't trust nobody else. I don't know who they got. Obviously, he don't know his birds. But first off, you ain't supposed to have animals in church to begin with. It don't make no sense. Animals ain't for church. They don't go together. Animals don't belong in church. Animal ain't allowed in heaven. Ought not be allowed in church.
Animals can't go to heaven?
Oh.
What about Rainbow Bridge?
What?
The Rainbow Bridge, where all the animals that die, that's where they meet their owners. It's also where Thor lives.
I don't know nothing about that.
It's a famous poem. When somebody's pet dies, you say, well, he'll see you on the Rainbow Bridge.
Well, that's what you tell little kids and stuff when the dog gets run over. But we all know better than that.
You think
Bible has other.
What does the Bible say about pets in heaven?
I just don't think it don't bring it up, so I don't think that's the case.
I don't know if animals belong in heaven, but they do not belong in church.
No, sir.
Don't bring your dog to church.
It'd be distracting, number one. Certain animals probably ought to need a little churching, but still.
Mean animals.
Well, like that old orangutan, Clint Eastwood, way it behaves.
He's in beer joints all the time.
Well, maybe they'd get it. Clint Eastwood took that animal to church every now and then. It wouldn't be flipping birds, this, all that, and the other.
Hanging out with biker gangs,
yeah.
Listening to doo-wop. How many animals do you think are smart enough to get saved? Like, could Lassie get saved if you took Lassie to church?
Well, it ain't so much that Lassie gets saved. You could, if you're saved and you train Lassie, you could train Lassie to do good. I think that'd be a good word in edgewise for her when her time comes, or came, or whatever. But, if Lassie can drag a little baby out of a fire or something like that, she could take Bibles to people. You drop it off bark at the door and drop a Bible off. Is always there helping somebody in danger. Lassie go somebody on drugs, this and that, in a hotel room by themselves. Send Lassie over there with a Bible.
Witness to them.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd have to sort of.
But you get the message. If you's down in the dumps and don't know where to turn, and the dog shows up with the Bible, I think that's a sign.
That is a sign.
Yeah.
You'd be like, what's that, girl? Like, arf, arf. Which, for God so loved the world that he sent his only begotten son.
Yeah.
Arf, arf. There's got to be others. Dolphin's supposed to be real smart. You think you'd save a dolphin?
I don't know about the fish. I don't know.
So maybe there's a chance a dog or cat can go to heaven, but not a dolphin.
I can't see anything in the water going to heaven. That don't make no sense to me. That's just how I feel about that.
The way I believe...
If I go to heaven and there's dolphins and whales and sharks everywhere, that ain't...
Well, no.
When I go on up to glory, that ain't what I'm expecting to see. I'll say that right now. I don't think anything in the water, crabs, any of that, none of that's going to heaven as far as I'm concerned. That's where it's at. That's all it's getting as far as I'm concerned.
I think there's animals in heaven, but they ain't earthly animals. When your pet dies, that's it. Just throw it into the compost heap.
Yeah.
But if in heaven they got like angel animals.
What?
So maybe they'll be like golden dolphins.
Oh, hell.
Like if you go on vacation in heaven and you go to the beach and it's going to be gorgeous
You
sunset.
ain't got no need to go on vacation. Everybody here on earth need to go on vacation to get away. When you in heaven, you just in heaven. You ain't going to need to do none of that. You won't be like where we're going this weekend. You just be in heaven, be happy to be there.
Well, my version of heaven is every summer you get to go to the shore.
Well, that ain't no heaven in the Bible. You talk Dunlap heaven, I don't want to have nothing to do with that. I'll stick to Bible heaven as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. Dunlap heaven going to be about 100% more fun.
Oh, hell.
So, Church Eagle is all right, apparently. It made it through.
Just don't need to have it. It ain't doing good. Now, if you're blind or something, but it seems like somebody, that dog.
You need to go to a special church anyway.
Well, yeah. Or there's somebody, a deacon can sit you down, leave a dog outside. Somebody get you to your seat while you're in church.
Remember when Ray Stevens took that squirrel to church? All hell broke loose.
Well, yeah. That's a lesson to that. Everybody need to listen to that. Mississippi Squirrel Revival. There's everything you need to know about taking an animal to church right there. Listen to that.
Actually, that squirrel brought the congregation closer to Jesus in the end.
Well, besides that part. But just when it was driving everybody crazy.
Right.
That's all an animal's going to do. He's just trying to make something funny out of it. That's what Ray Stevens does, and I appreciate it. But, no, just the part where the squirrel just aggravating everybody. That's all.
Nobody can pay attention. Yeah, that's the part.
That's pretty much
what
all.
would really happen.
That's all you're going to get out of it. Yeah.
Basically, a squirrel in church run around, people just get scratched up a little bit, and somebody catch it.
Yeah, somebody get a broom, just
knock the hell out of it. Syria.
Awful.
You see Bill O'Reilly apologize?
I heard about it, yeah.
He said, it was a big anniversary of Martin Luther King's famous speech.
Yeah.
And all the Democrats talked.
Yeah.
All of them?
Well.
Why would you punish the
worst
crowds?
ones, yeah.
Oh, Clinton, Obama.
Carter, Obama.
Did Carter talk?
Carter's there. Jimmy Carter. I don't know if he talked. I thought old Jimmy Carter's there, yeah.
But O'Reilly was mad. No Republicans asked to come.
Well, he said they weren't invited, this and that. He said he was like, it was wrong of whoever. Who does that, too? Who puts that together? I don't know who puts it together. Who's in charge of that? Because he said whoever put it together, whoever's in charge of,
probably Al Sharpton.
Well, Al Sharpton, he said he didn't invite no conservatives, which makes sense. I mean, that seems obvious. But then it come out, they invited
all of them.
Yeah.
Bushes, one of them sick, the other one was.
When your daddy's sick, you can't go nowhere.
Yeah, you need to stay by the phone.
Yeah, I appreciate the invite, but my daddy not feeling good.
Boehner was doing something. Golf charity, maybe. And Eric Cantor was touring the oil fields. Everybody had something going on.
Yeah. Can't be. You don't have to. And everybody's saying this and that, but you don't have. You can still celebrate MLK and not by yourself privately. You got to go there for show. Everybody.
You ain't got to strut around cocky.
Well.
Like, everybody look at me. I love Martin Luther King.
Yeah, I love civil rights so much, yeah. And that's good. I like Martin Luther King, too, just fine, but I ain't got to go wear a sign around my neck saying I do.
It's like on Christmas, people wear a Christmas tree sweater. It's like, okay. You don't have to climb up the steps in Washington, D.C. You can keep Martin Luther King in your hearts while you're touring an oil field.
Yeah.
Or playing golf at a charity thing. Or remembering when you were president.
Yeah, painting pictures to cats.
You don't have to pander.
No.
Why would you pander? That seems to me.
If Martin Luther King was still alive, and he wouldn't take kindly anybody trying to pander to him. He wouldn't appreciate that.
To me, that's the opposite of Martin Luther King's message.
Yeah, that's the exact opposite. Yeah, you got to mean what you say. Yeah.
Plus, all the racists that vote for him would have been mad about it.
Well, yeah, if you constituents back home saw you there, you'd never hear the end of it,
Syria, man. I tell you what.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a tough road to hoe.
Yeah, it is.
Serious. I mean, this is a serious issue. This is when you talk about, like, news ain't serious. Everything's frivolous. People talking about stupid stuff.
No.
This is Zimmerman watch. We, 2 Zimmerman news items. George Zimmerman.
Oh, yeah.
First, he went and toured the gun factory that made the gun he used. I guess he's just getting ready for endorsement deals, commercials maybe.
It's terrible, obviously, what he did with the gun, but I mean, as far as what, the purpose for the gun, it worked like gangbusters in that particular situation.
I mean, it worked, yeah.
It worked. As far as the firearm itself, the performance of the weapon in and of itself is something,
we're just saying that
it's terrible what happened. I ain't saying he should have, shot that fella, but the gun went off and worked. And
how do they get him in and out of that factory? That's like Elvis leaving the Civic Center. I mean, they must have had like an underground tunnel, and they drive up in an unmarked car. I mean,
I don't know how he gets around. I don't know.
They had pictures of him in there looking skinny, too.
He lost all that weight. When I first saw him, going through the trial and all that, it looked like, he thought he was going to jail. Overeat. You know how some people drink, some people do this, some people eat, right? So it's just like, he
got in touch
blow
with
up
Paula Dean,
before.
and she's sending him butter scones.
Yeah, it might have been. I don't know, but he was eating something because he was big. But now, that picture, he's in there posing with the fella, I guess, it runs
skinny.
Back in shape, yeah.
Fit.
Well, I was wondering, I thought, he just panicking, but now, thinking back on it now, I wanted for lawyers to put him up at it. We got to make you look pitiful, because he did. During that trial, he just looked pathetic.
He looked like he wasn't going to make it to sit down in the chair, let alone shoot anybody.
Yeah, he poor little
fat boy.
Fat boy is what he looked like, and whether that's what he was or not, he was fat. And
he definitely
pitiful.
was fat.
Yeah, he
but
was
you think
fat.
a lawyer's told him, you better eat, let's go to Wendy's.
I'm just saying that, public opinion changes. He had a pretty bad public opinion. You got to do everything you can in his situation, whatever it is you can do to get anybody to look at you any which way besides, someone that
murdered somebody.
Teenagers or whatever.
Teenager.
Yeah.
Murdered a teenager. So your theory is that Matlock told him, balloon up,
well, you look like somebody out of shape and ain't able to defend you. Say, little fat boy just getting beat up.
Sorry.
He couldn't fight good.
No, don't hit me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
it worked, too, I guess.
I guess it worked.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. He got, as soon as the trial's over, that picture of him at the gun factory, he trimmed down. So it's like, he ain't got carried around on him no more.
Well, also, his wife said she may leave him. So he's probably just getting ready to hit the clubs. Not all the clubs. Probably have to pick maybe some clubs in like Montana.
He's
got to pick and choose
where he go.
He's going to celebrate the single life. And his wife didn't say she was going to leave him. She just said she was thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's kind of a weird thing to come up in an interview. Whether you murdered a teenager or not, it's still kind of awkward. Like, well, we're having some problem. I'm mulling it over. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I guess he's doing some crunches now. Probably training on sprinting pretty good. Like, if something goes down, you need to get into a ditch. It's like you're living your life in constant fear you're going to be chased by tornadoes.
Well, what kind of gun did he buy? He bought a gun at the factory.
The Kel-Tec, I don't know, that fancy-looking scary gun.
Yeah.
Did he actually buy it, or
he
he
may
was
not
looking at it?
He may not have to do any sprinting if he's taking that home.
Yeah, how many guns you got, you don't have to sprint as far.
Yep.
You just need to kind of get into position.
Standing ground.
Stand your ground. No, that's going right into my headphones.
What's that?
That noise truck out on the highway.
That's what the world's like. You know, traffic goes by. We're over here.
It is a million degrees in here. He's going to wind up doing. I don't know if he could be on TV. I don't know if George Zimmerman be on TV. Like you watching TV, there's George Zimmerman. Like Caltech, guns. But I can certainly hear Rush Limbaugh saying, well, we'll be right back after this. And he plays a little bit of the Pretenders. And then, hi, I'm George Zimmerman. I just want to talk to you about guns for a second.
Well, Limbaugh needs sponsors, I guess. What happened there? They almost.
He's
staying.
Put.
Yeah.
Hannity.
Well, yeah, he's out. We said that, yeah. He's gone.
Maybe Hannity needs sponsors.
Well, they already friends, him and Zimmerman.
Best buds.
Yeah. Just something. Help each other out, whatever it is, yeah.
Whew. Ain't no good news, is there, Jackie?
Well, Syria is terrible.
Syria.
That's worse.
I don't even know what you're supposed to think
right on the verge on that, something, yeah.
Lee Daniels, the butler, though.
I don't even bring that up.
Ronald Reagan's son. Which son is it? The conservative talk show host son?
It ain't the sissy one.
Hey.
Well, the skinny one. Skinny one. I didn't mean nothing by that. People said that back in my time. I don't mean to say anything bad about it. It just, he seemed like, skinny little one. That one. It wasn't that one.
He said Lee Daniels, the butler, makes Ronald Reagan seem racist.
I wanted to go see that movie. I don't see movies that often. You can ask Dunlap right here. I don't see no point. They're going to end up on TV anyway. But every now and then, if there's a Western, I like seeing those. Of course, they don't make no more of those anymore. But that butler, Lee Daniels butler? Is that Lee Daniels? That's the name of the butler, the character?
That's the director.
Oh, well, I see.
It's like his movie, but the possessive title.
Well, I don't see why you got to show off like that. But either way, I won't see Butler. Because that just looked good. Now, I mean, that's history right there. And
you like history.
I like that fella, the eye messed up that's playing the butler in the movie. Phenomenon Friend.
Right, you like Phenomenon Friend. You like movies where there's a process of, like, somebody made a mess, I got to get the broom. Jackie likes things where you see somebody cleaning up.
Well, it go by like Emmett Kelly, cleaning up, Clown cleaning up, Red Skelton ripping him off, cleaning up. And Butler cleaning up. If it's somebody, plus it's history, it's presidents, it's go through the years. How long did that Butler live? I mean, you see all the presidents in it, don't you? I mean, it goes back. Not all
I thought it was like a real person. Then I read they had to change the name. So what I guess is he's like a magical butler that lived for hundreds of years.
Like Ghost Butler or something like that.
We didn't get to go see it because of what it says about Ronald Reagan.
Well, that's why I want to see it. I couldn't wait to go see it. I said, let's go see it, Dunlap. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
But I think he starts out with George Washington and goes all the way up to Ronald Reagan, and Reagan is so racist, he quits.
And
then he goes back to
Ronald
Narnia.
Reagan's son, which he should be, Reagan, bless his heart, one of the best presidents this country ever had, dead in the ground, ain't able to defend himself. Plus, if he was still alive, he wasn't in any kind of shape to defend himself. And that's what you do to him. So he got his son, bless his heart, saying, my daddy ain't racist.
We're just sort of, this is conjecture. We ain't seen the movie.
But
I don't know.
From what I understand, I think it's what you hundreds and hundreds of years being a butler. Reagan gets in, we ain't going to have black butlers no more. And that's how it ends.
I think it was about apartheid. I don't think Reagan said
I thought that's what you said, that he fired him. He quit.
He quits. He gets so mad.
He don't want to work with a racist. It's the same thing. What's the difference? But that's how they going to run Reagan down. I ain't going to go see that movie. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. And I think I have to be honest. I think a little bit less a Phenomenon Friend.
But
he should have read that and said, I ain't going to do this.
Well, maybe Phenomenon Friend don't like Ronald Reagan.
Well, something wrong with him, man.
Because I think about what a mess in George Washington's time would look like, and think about what a mess like under LBJ would look like, and the differences, and how you'd have to clean up like an old 1700s mess. How would you clean up
it'd be different.
Totally different.
Under Nixon, you'd be shredding paper, all that stuff they did, you know.
To clean that
had
up.
To clean that up. Okay, I got this little rooms full of shreds of papers they tore up.
Under Kennedy, he's like finding used condoms. He's like going,
I don't think about that.
This country, what has happened to this country?
Pitiful.
And then under Carter, just terrible messes. Everything's a mess under Carter.
I can't.
I think that's a line in the movie. Carter says, everything is such a mess. Let's get the butler in here. He knows how to clean up messes.
Like Dave. That's what I thought. It's a little bit like Dave, where you get somebody to take over for a little while.
And I think because the butler was magical, by that point, everybody knew because he'd been alive for hundreds of years, so he would just, like, blink his eyes and transport. He's in the kitchen.
See, all this sounds good, and then it gets to Reagan at the end, and it ruins all of it. So I would have walked. I'm glad I heard beforehand, because I would have sat in there. Again, it's history. What did the butler clean up under who and how he cleaned it up? That's stuff I like to learn. And then come to Reagan, and then they just stick a knife in the audience.
Well, that's liberal, the way liberals think.
Well, that's Hollywood. I thought a good movie slips through every now and then.
Everything was great up until Reagan. That's how a liberal thinks.
Yeah.
And that poor butler had to sit there and watch it all. But you know, in some theaters, this was a couple of weeks ago when the butler, Lee Daniels, the butler, opened. People thought the theater was being racist because they had guards in the theater.
Well, you gotta have. How's that racist?
Well, because they thought it was going to be a mostly black crowd. That the theater was worried about.
It don't matter what color, what anybody is in the movie theater nowadays. Well, Batman, that boy went in there. They wish they should have had guards been in there, killed everybody.
I don't care. That theater could have been racist, but I don't know about guards in school with guns. Guards in movie theaters with guns, that's a good idea. Not because of Batman, just because of loudmouth assholes.
But everybody got their phone in the pocket going off in a movie. That's another reason I don't
Put your cell phone up, or I'm going to butt you in the teeth with this gun, you son of a bitch. That's how they should talk.
Hey, if not so much somebody with a gun, at least have a movie bouncer.
Like Roadhouse.
Yeah, in the movies.
Be nice, what Dalton said.
Yeah.
So you can be polite, but then if they give you any guff, like, I'll throw this popcorn all over the floor.
Yeah.
Dalton, take it outside.
Yep. There's some movies that need that, and they need.
But then Ben Gazzara show up like, I'm rich. I watch this movie how I want to. I don't play by the rules.
That's how most people act these days in the movie theater.
Rich.
That's why I say I don't go that often. I hardly ever go. Looking forward to seeing one good movie. It looked good, history, butler, cleaning up everything, and then
go see it. As soon as it's like, you can tell when Carter's wrapping up, he's like putting the broom in the closet and say, well, see you later, Mr. President. It was a pleasure working for you.
You know who they got?
Get up and leave.
Well,
watch it all the way up till Carter.
Maybe.
Leave.
Maybe how Coley cinemas do. Maybe they'll show the butler because they go in and fix movies. They cut out the bad stuff.
Cussing and the sex.
Yep.
And the blasphemy.
Yep. If they just cut out, but as far as I'm concerned, trashing Reagan is blasphemy. If they cut that part out, if Coley Cinemas plays Butler, I go see it there. They can cut that stuff out. You know who plays? It took me forever somebody trying to tell me who plays Reagan. Like this right here, if you'd told me this, the first off, I wouldn't have gone. It's the bad guy from Die Hard.
Plays Reagan?
That's who plays Reagan in it. And guess who plays Nancy Reagan?
Oh, yeah, Jane Fonda.
So right there, you know.
They're having a little fun at our expense.
Bad guy.
Well, he's a good actor.
Well, he'd always bad, though. Name a movie he ain't bad in. He's bad. Harry Potter being mean in that or something. I don't watch old little boy wizard stuff. I don't see it, but you see pictures of him in that. He always dressed in black. He always mean in something. Always. And Jane Fonda, I don't even have to say a damn word right there. Nancy, I tell you this, old Nancy Reagan is rolling in her grave. Pitiful.
Well, I guess it's time to talk about Syria.
Yeah, it's pitiful over there, yeah.
Wait, how long is this podcast? Maybe we should...
I don't know. Can you look on here and see how long it is?
Let me get my clock out.
How long we been sitting here?
Well, we started it at, we're almost at an hour.
Yeah.
That's probably enough.
All right, then. Well, thank y'all for listening.
Wait, we should talk about it, though, right? I mean, because it's Obama, and he said he's going to the red line, and that he's bad, and this one's bad, too, but all the children and the missiles, and taking it back to Congress, and then they're going to have a weird, like, coalition, like who's on whose side, and nobody knows what to do, and nobody trusts anything. Fuck it.
Watch your mouth.